And my philosophy when it comes to winning, if you're not winning, you're losing. And I love to win. And I think when we can instill those values and principles in our children in a school setting, the earlier the better, we can change the mindset of our children. We can give them goals. We can have them have aspirations, things they never dreamed about. But we first have to have the how to. How do we do this? How do we approach this? And that's where I come in. I want to provide solutions to some of the things our children are experiencing, from gangs to violence, shootings at the schools, guns. All of these things is a different breed, overwhelming complexity. We're all faced with these challenges. So let me tell you a little bit about my story, and you can understand my passion and my purpose. As I said, I am from Georgia, and my mom probably couldn't have said it better. A lot see, but a few know. So I'll highlight for you some of the accolades that I've accumulated over the years. I went to the University of Missouri and played basketball. I was fairly good. I was in the top 12 of the nation as one of the best female athletes in 1987. I hold several rebound records. Men and women still hold those records today. My jersey was retired, number 42. I was in the Hall of Fame, SEC legend, played professional basketball in Europe, also in Brazil. We won the South America Cup. And also I played in a league before the WNBA. There was a league called the LBA, Liberty Basketball Association. Only one premier game. It was like a promotional game in Chicago in 1999, I think it was. And I was featured on the cover of USA Today dunking. So just a lot of great experiences from the traveling abroad aspect, being able to take basketball and let it be a vehicle. But without your education, that would not be possible. So I'm very adamant about the importance of education. Excuse me. So, as I said, my mom would say, a lot see, but a few know. But when you understand my struggle, then you can understand why I'm passionate about changing the lives of education for our children. Some people may call it a bad heart. Others may call it a hole in the heart. I was born with a heart murmur. I was also born with my feet growing inward. So I had to wear corrective shoes for the first 2 years of my life. And the corrective shoes, there was a bar between between each of the shoes. So I couldn't walk for the first 2 years of my life. And, just as nature would have it, I also grew up in an environment where there were sirens and violence and crime. Grew up across the street from the projects, although we were in a home. But here again, when you're in the environment, it doesn't matter if you're in a home or in the project, you're in it. So I saw a lot of things going on as I grew up as a child. My dad was a very disciplinarian. My mom was the sheep and, very consoling. But my dad, he would say words seasoned with salt. And so you learn to develop tough skin. You learn to become stronger. And you had the will to win. So I've been fighting, I think, from infancy, from deep in my DNA. The fight has been in me. And now, along the way, I think I was in the second grade where my mom retained me, not the teacher. My mom kept me back. She said, with all those D's and F's, no ma'am, you're going to redo second grade. And she was adamant about that because she felt I had not learned the material. And I think that was one of the most pivotal points in my life because I learned to discipline myself. I learned to be more accountable. And I started to study more. And I think I was a little taller than my brain. or shall we say, I was growing faster than my brain maybe. But along the way, I learned to do things with a greater level of intensity and a greater level of focus. And those habits became habitual. It became just second nature for me, almost first nature, like drinking water. So all to say that, and there was another pivotal point in my life when I found out that my dad could not read or write, but very successful man. He is truly a visionary. He moved us from that environment, built us a beautiful home, and he has always been in business. From construction to a gas station to a store to franchises, he has been in business and has done very well. But even knowing he could not read and write as a student, as a child, it hurt me. But what I didn't tell you, I guess you'll have to wait for the book that will come out in April, The Man Behind the Legend. It's a fascinating story, but it will help you connect the dots to say we all can learn. We have to have the passion and the will to learn. But when you think about it, Irvin Tolliver couldn't have said it better. The literate people of the 21st century will not be the people who cannot read or write, but the people that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's time to hold our education system accountable. Accountable to higher standards, accountable to making sure our children are successful, because our nation depends on it. A nation that is uneducated will collapse. That is not what I'm thinking. Those are facts. And I look forward to seeing you on my next clip talking about the 6 pillars of a nation. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and one of my sayings is, the difference between greatness and laziness is the W-E. It's not about we, it's about work ethics. And if you want to know anything else about Renee Kelly, just go visit my website. It's ReneeKellyWorkEthics.com. That's ReneeKellyWorkEthics.com. And I look forward to seeing you or hearing from you in the future. Thanks so much.